seller here in the capital city of Setzuan. My business wears me out. When it is dry, I have to walk miles to fetch water to sell. And when it's wet, I go broke. Great poverty rules this province. And so we all say, only the gods can help us now. And to my unspeakable joy, I've learned from a cattle dealer that the heavens have been shaken by the number of complaints floating up from here, and now several of the highest gods are on their way and may soon be expected in Setzuan. I have been waiting at the city gates for 3 evenings so that I could be the first to welcome them. Later they'll be surrounded by the high and mighty, clamoring for their attention. I must recognize them. They don't have to come in a group of 3. They can come in one at a time so as not to stand out. It isn't them. They're workers. Their backs are bound for carrying them. And that one there isn't God either. He has 8 bonus fingers, a clerk at some cement factory. Not even those 2 gentlemen there. Look like gods to me. They have the brutal faces of men who beat people, and the gods don't need to do that. But with these 3, that is a whole other thing. They're well fed, they don't seem to do any work, and their shoes are dusty, which means they travel from far away. It's them! Command me, awakened ones!
You were waiting for us?
For a long time, only I knew you were coming.
Well, we will need rooms for the night. Do you know where we can find any?
Any? Many! The whole city awaits your pleasure, awakened ones. In which house would you like to stay?
Try the nearest house first, my daughter. Start nearby.
I'm a little worried I might arouse the wrath of the powerful if I single out one house for the honor.
And so we command you, whichever is closest.
Patience, please. Mr. Fogler, sir. I'll be back in an eyelid. Hell no! But luck! Mr. Fogg isn't home at present. These servants are so afraid of him. He's so strict. He'll be furious when he finds out who they refuse to let in, huh?
No doubt.
Another eyelid, please. The next house is Widow Sue's. She'll be overcome with joy.
Get the hell out of my property, please!
I shall have made further inquiries. She says she only has a very tiny room and that it's a mess. I'll go ask Mr. Shea.
A small room is enough. Tell the widow we're coming.
But not a small, messy room, surely. Could be crawling with spiders.
That doesn't matter. Where spiders crawl, there are no flies at all.
Go to Mr. Shea, my daughter. Go anyplace else. I'm not particularly fond of spiders.
Take your gods someplace else! We have enough trouble as it is!
Mr. Shea is dreadfully sorry. He said he has a house full of relatives. He's so ashamed to show himself to you awakened ones. Just between us, I think that some of his guests are bad people and he's afraid of your condemnation.
Are we so frightened?
To bad people you are. Everyone knows that the province of Fawn has had flood after flood for centuries.
And why do you suppose that is?
Because the people here don't fear the gods anymore.
Ridiculous! The people here don't maintain the damn property.
Is there any point looking further, my daughter?
How can you ask that? In the very next house, there'll be a room. Everyone is licking their chops for the opportunity to shelter you. Unfortunate coincidences, the first 2. I'll run.
I told you so.
Could simply be unfortunate coincidences.
Coincidences in Quan, coincidences in Shun, and now coincidences in Setzuan. You don't want to face the naked truth. There are no more God-fearing people. Our mission has failed.
At the very next instant, we could find good people. It isn't supposed to be easy.
As it has been decreed, if a few good people can be found living lives worthy of human beings, then the world can stay exactly as it is. And this water seller person is such a person unless I'm mistaken.
He is always mistaken. When the water seller walked up, I noticed something about her drinking cup.
2 bottles.
She's a swindler!
So forget her. What does it matter if one person is bad? We will find others who are good. For 2,000 years we've heard the cry. The world cannot go on as it is. No one can stay good here. We must search the people to find those who would honor our commandments.
Maybe it will be too hard to find a lodging.
Don't think that. It's my fault you aren't already accommodated. I'm just doing a bad job beforehand.
That is untrue.
We're catching on. Estimable gentlemen, please forgive me for sneaking to you, but 3 of the highest gods are here for real, and they desire your lodging. Be the first to have gone to your house. Don't walk away. Save yourself as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. For God's sake, grab it. Quick, invite them. They may surely accept before somebody else snatches them up. sounds, it is practically a sure thing.
It does not sound promising.
How about that room?
But how do you know I'm not renting a room out for myself?
Look, she's coming up with nothing. Cross off this Setzuan, too.
3 big important gods, I swear by it. They look just like their statues in the temple. Please invite them, they will accept.
Gone artists you are passing off as the house guests.
Asshole! Don't you fear the heavens? The gods will prep on your head, and your heart will roast on a spit in hell. You'll be sorry. Your descendants will be sorry. And to the 4th generation, you'll be sorry. You'll be dead all of Setzuan with shame. But there's still Shantae the prostitute, who never says no. They're here, and I can't find a room for them anywhere. Could you please take them over tonight?
Sorry, no way, but it's not possible you can't find them a room.
Let's not get into that now. Everyone knows that Setzuan is a big shit house.
Fine, when the gentleman comes, I'll hide. Maybe he'll go away. He wants to take me out.
Can we come inside?
You have to be very quiet. Can you tell him why?
No! They must not know how you make your room. We'll wait outside, and don't reveal the gentleman.
I'm having a hard time right now, Wang. If I don't scrape my bread together, I'll be evicted.
Now is not a time to think about money.
I don't know. The stomach grumbles even on the Emperor's birthday. Fine. Take them in.
I fear all is lost.
A room has been found!
Oh, indeed. Then we would like to occupy it.
No rush. Take all the time you need. The room needs tidy.
Then we will wait, right here.
Are you sure? I'm worried it's a little bit crowded. Perhaps you'd like to go over there.
We like to watch people. It's why we come.
It's windy.
Oh, we are a party people.
Perhaps you'd like to go constitutional Setzuan. A little night tour. See the sights.
Look, our feet are already sore enough. If you're trying to get rid of us, just say so. Is this more suitable?
You're staying with the single girl, Shantae. She's the best person in Setzuan.
That's nice.
When I picked up my cup, they stared at me. Do they know? I'm not going to look them in the eyes anymore.
What's wrong, Water Seller? You look exhausted.
A little bit from running around.
Is it hard for people here?
It's hard for good people.
Including you?
I take it meaning. I'm not good, but it's hard for me too.
Shantae! Shantae! Come on, let's go! Wow, good.
I believe he's gone now.
Indeed. She's left me holding the bag. She's run off, chasing after her rent, and I have no room to offer the awaited ones. They're tired, they're waiting, and I cannot go back to them empty-handed. I live in a sewer pipe. That's out of the question. And anyways, the gods would refuse to stay with me because they know I am a swindler. I'm not going back to them, no way in the world. But I left my gear there. What'll I do? I'll leave the capital. I'll hide myself in the sides, for I have failed to serve the ones I worship.
Are you the awakened ones? Oh, my name is Sensei. It would make me very happy to welcome you to my small room.
But what has become of the Water Seller?
Oh, she must be looking for me.
She must have thought you had rescinded your offer and was afraid to tell us.
We'll leave this with you. She'll need it.
Come in.
Dear Shantae, Thank you for your hospitality. We will not forget that it was you who gave her shelter. Thank the water seller as well, and give her her gear back, for she has shown us a good person.
Oh, awakened ones, I'm not good. I must tell you something. When Wang approached me to design a shelter for you, I was reluctant.
Reluctance does not matter if you triumph over it. Understand, you have given us more than just a room for the night. Many, even among the gods, have doubted whether any good people can be found, well, anywhere. To ascertain if this was so, we undertook this journey. Happily now, we will continue on our way, knowing that we have already found one. Farewell.
Wait! Awakened ones! I'm not at all sure that I'm good. I mean, I'd like to be, but how would I pay my rent? So, I must tell you, I sell myself to make a living. But even doing that, I can't manage, because so many are forced to do the same. I'm willing to do anything, but really, who isn't? It would make me very happy to be able to keep the commandments, show a child's love for her parents, to tell the truth. Not to covet my neighbor's house would be a joy to me, and to stay true to one man would be very nice. But how can I do all this? If I break only a few commandments, I can't make ends meet.
These, Shente, are only the doubts of a good person.
Live well, Shente. Give our best to the water seller. He proved to be a good friend.
I fear we did not prove the same for her.
May things go well for you.
Above all, live well.
But wait! How am I supposed to be good when everything's so expensive?
Unfortunately, we cannot adjust ourselves to economic matters.
Wait, one moment, please. If she had a little more money, she may be able to do good more easily.
That doesn't matter. We can't give her anything. We'd never be able to explain it upstairs.
Why not? Dear Shente, we've heard you cannot scrape your rent together. We are not paupers, and of course we will pay for a good night's sleep, so here. But do not tell anyone we paid. It might be misunderstood.
You could say that again.
No, it is permissible. We can, as you say, pay for a good night's rest. In what was decreed, there was nothing about that. And so again, farewell.
The little money I had was gone. They threw me out on the streets. Maybe now they're afraid I'll say no. They're poor. They have no food, no shelter. How can anybody say no? Please, come in. I'll be glad to give you shelter, although there's only a little space left behind the shop.
Don't worry, it'll be fine for us.
We'll just sit back here so we don't distract you while you work.
No.
You probably decided to go into the tobacco business because it reminded you of your first home. Oh, we'd be happy to give you a few pointers. That's another reason why we came.
Yeah, hopefully customers will come too.
What's that supposed to mean?
What do you think it means?
A customer!
I beg your pardon, I'm unemployed.
What can I do for you?
I heard you were opening, so I thought, usually there's damaged goods. Got a few cigarettes.
Well, that's rich begging for cigarettes. They're not bread.
Oh, that's expensive. A few drives of cigarette and I'm a whole new person. Totally kaput.
That's important, to be a whole new person. Here, I'm going to open my shop giving this to you. You'll bring me down.
Now, what's that right by here, Shantae?
If that's how you can open your shop, you'll be closing in 3 days.
I bet she could pay for that.
Well, she said she couldn't.
And how do you know she wasn't lying?
Oh, and how do I know that she was?
She can't say no. Shantae, you are too good. If you want to hold on to your shop, you gotta be able to refuse requests from time to time.
Yeah, just say none of this here belongs to you. Say it belongs to some close relatives who run tight towns. Can't you do that?
Yeah, somebody could do that. They weren't always so busy playing a saint over here.
They're awful. They're nobody's friends. They begrudge each other over bowls of rice. They need everything themselves. Who could scold them?
Now, is she always around? Does she have some kind of claim on you?
No claim, but she's hungry. That matters more.
Well, she knows she should run. So, you're the new shopkeeper? You're gonna want these shelves. But they're not your shelves, not unless you pay for them. That sack of trash sitting here didn't pay for them. I'm the carpenter, see?
The biddings came with the shop.
Cheaters! Everyone's a cheater. You and that shitwoman? I'll bet you're in bed together on this.
Oh.
I'm getting my $100 silver, or my name is not Linto.
I've got no more money.
Then I'll make you sell it off. Now, pay me my money now, or I'll make you auction it all.
How about next month?
No.
Please, don't be so hard-hearted, Lynn. I mean, I can't satisfy everyone at once. A little forbearance and your strength returns to you.
And you'll show patience to me and my family. Pay me, or I'm taking the shelves.
Oh, please, don't.
Shintae, if I can. Why don't you turn over all this unpleasantness over to your cousin? Send me your bill, and Miss Shintae's cousin will pay for it. Oh, your cousin, I'll just bet.
Don't laugh, Governor Knocker, because it's my personal friend.
Yeah, he's as sharp as a knife.
All right. Give him my bill then.
We can't stop her. She would have torn your shirt to pay for her wormy lumber. Except one bill, correct or incorrect. And soon you'll be drowning in bills, correct or incorrect. And throw one piece of meat in your ash can and soon all the slaughterhouse hands will be spouting over in your garden. That's what the court's for, honey.
The court won't help her get her money back. She's worked and she's got nothing to show for it, and she's got a family. It's bad enough that they can't pay her anything. What would the gods say?
I mean, didn't you do your bit when you took us in? Isn't that more than enough right now?
My dear Shintae, this here's my brother Wong and my sister-in-law. Now sit quietly and report back to the my dear friend Shintae. She's about in her 10th month pregnancy. You just have to take the bait, don't you think?
Please. Is that necessary? I have no idea who you are.
Excuse me right there. Might we vouch for Miss Champagne? You see, we've known her since she first came to our city, and we eagerly stick our hands out and open fire for her.
And you are?
Papa, the back.
And where's your shop located?
Not located present nowhere. She's open. Oh,
And there's nobody else who can provide me with references? Unfortunately, without any references, you'll be unable to sign the lease for the shop.
Well, I have a
Cousin! Oh, you have a cousin around here? What does he do? Then we can go visit him.
Oh, he's not from around here. He's from elsewhere. Oh. Didn't you tell me he lives in Shun?
Yes, Mr. Suita in Shun.
oh, you know what I'm saying? He's a personal friend of mine. A real honest fellow.
Oh, you've done this with Mr. Tate's cousin for the show.
Yeah.
Just finishing his meal right now. I'll see you early tomorrow. Don't worry, the cousin does pay.
I look forward to meeting this cousin person too. Good day.
The pigeons are coming home to roost. Tomorrow morning, they'll be on to you.
This can't last. We'll deliver soon.
The poor darling, she was so worried about us. And the boy, how did he got so big? Oh, excuse me, little boy. Who else did you bring with you?
It's Denise.
Oh, my niece too. Oh, hey. She's a country girl just like you, Shantae. Shantae, if I may get deep for a moment, I realize we have multiplied on you just a little bit. All I can say is, the worse things got, the more that came, and the more that came, the worse things got. But we better lock that door up and never get peace. Okay, all right. Okay, great security. What really matters now is we let you go on with your business. Otherwise, what will fuel in the furnace? So this is what me and the hubby thought. The youngins would go out in the morning, and Evelina, my sister-in-law, and perhaps me will stand behind. The youngins will just pop in once or twice, right?
Okay.
Okay, we'll light that lamp. Let's make ourselves at home.
We better hope the fiscally responsible cousin Mr. Suita doesn't come here tonight.
No, mind if I take this one?
Sure enough.
Mr. Cousin will pay for it.
Feliz Navidad.
Yes, leader, canta. Let's entertain our husbands.
Sí, abuela, canta.
One before it fleeced me white, I thought I could get by on grapes, but it's just nothing being bright.
from? He pawned the bale of tobacco.
You did what now? That tobacco is the last thing we own. We could have used that to buy a room for the night, kid.
Hey, you call me a big while my wife was freezing? You got as much wine as anybody. Give me the jug.
Damn right, what about that?
Both of you. This is a gift from the gods. Take what you want, but don't destroy it. Give it to me now. Now. Yeah. This shop is a little bit smaller than I expected. Maybe I should have said word to Auntie and the others. When they get here, it's gonna get real uncomfortable.
Already our hostess is feeling colder towards us.
Auntie, is that you? What do we do?
Don't open it.
Oh, what a beautiful shop. Barely open it. It's not even a shop anymore.
Life raft is instantly pulled under. Too many drowning people. Greedy, grab hold.
Everything's calm. I've been hiding for 4 days. I'm keeping my eyes open. They'll never find me. On the second day, I heard their voices as they crossed over this bridge. They must be far away by now. Don't say it. I know it already. No one wanted to take you in. And now I know too. Now go away.
No, you found someone. After you left, this person came. This person took us in, watched over us as we slept, and lit our path with the lamp of dawn. You told us this person was good, and you were right.
Shantae?
None other.
And I had no faith, fled away, because I believed she couldn't do it. Because she had no money, I thought she couldn't.
Oh, weak one, well-intended, but weak woman.
Where there is danger, she thinks there's no bravery. Where there is need, she thinks there is no goodness.
Oh, weakness that doubts the existence of good. Oh, rush to judgment. Oh, giddy despair.
I'm very ashamed of wicked ones.
And now, Water Seller, do us the favor of returning to the capital city, and watch over the good Shantae there. It is said that she has obtained money to purchase a small tobacco shop. Go there and solicit her goodness, for it's only when goodness is demanded of one that one can remain good. We, for our part, will wander hither and yon, seeking out others like our good person of Setzuan, so that it will no longer be brooded about that the good cannot live on this earth.
Where is Shantae? She's probably fetching breakfast. Mr. Cousin will pay for it? Yes, I'm the cousin. Excuse me? My name is Shantae. Mister, if you're really our hostess's cousin, why don't you run off and see what happened to our breakfast?
First customers will be arriving soon. Hey, get up and get dressed so I can open my shop. Let's go.
Excuse me there, sweet tall, was it? I think I might have heard you incorrectly, but your shop, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't this shop actually, in point of fact, belong to our dear friend, Shantae?
Yes.
It doesn't? Oh, well, I rest my case. I'm so sorry.
She lied to us. Where's she anyway?
I'm the loyal to Shantae. She wishes for me to tell all of you now that I have arrived, there'll be nothing more she can do for you. And we thought she was a good person.
Don't believe him. Let's go find her.
Yeah, that's what we must do. Okay, you, and you, go look for Shantae. Abilene, the missus, and I will hold the fort. Now, boy, you come right here. You ready to make me proud after all these years? You run down to that bakery, you stuff your shirt with some pan dulce, and you come right back. All right, but mind the baker and the ladies.
One harboring a fake thief, which harbors all of you, bring a shady reputation in the shop.
Ignore him. We'll find her in no time, and she'll send him back to wherever he came from. Save some breakfast for us.
They won't find her. My cousin is much superior, naturally, to be unable to obey full-time the commandments of being hospitable.
Such generous words would perish off of our dear Shantae's lips.
That may be true. Hey, when the governor asked what would be needed to help the freezing poor of the city, he replied, 10,000 full-on blankets simply spread over the slums.
Well, so you're putting your cousin's affairs in order. There's a little outstanding bill for the shelves. There are witnesses. $100 silver.
$100 silver, that's a lot.
Are you crazy? These are walnut. Take them back. What do you mean take them back?
Walnut shelves are too expensive for me. I'm asking for you to remove them.
I want to see Miss Shantae. She's a better person than you.
Yeah, and it's ruined her.
Fine, then pile her tobacco and heaps on the floor.
Hey, lend her a hand.
All right, out with the trails.
You bastard. You want my family to starve?
I'd rather not pile my tobacco on heaps on the floor. That's why I offered you $2.
You said 4. Don't just put the word against the door, Jim, you idiot. Bang. These shelves were custom built. They fit this dump and no place else. The lumber's already been cut up.
Exactly. That's why I offered you $2 silver. The lumber's cut up.
I can't do this anymore. Pay whatever you want. Keep the shelves.
$2 silver.
That's enough for some good of number.
Maybe it's enough to get myself drunk.
Wow, you turned her real inside out there, sweetheart.
They're walnut. They're walnut.
I have 4 children. I'm starving.
Yeah. Now leave.
What?
Can't you? You're crooks and parasites. If you leave instantly without wasting my time with insolence, you can make a clean getaway.
That's not responding to him. Can't pour on an empty stomach. I wonder where that boy is.
Yeah. Where is that boy? I told him I didn't want him running around and stolen pastries. Now go! As you wish. Hey, what's up, man? Am I correct that I'm speaking to the gendarme precinct?
Yes, sir, Mr.
Sweet top. Beautiful weather today.
Maybe just a little warm.
Maybe just a little.
He's just doing that if what comes back around your kids.
It makes a considerable difference whether you're in the cool shade or out on a dusty street, right?
It makes a considerable difference.
Don't sweat it. The boy won't come back if he sees the police in the doorway. Please, come in. My cousin and I are proprietors of this shop, and may I say, we set great store in starting off on the right foot with the authorities.
You're too kind, Mr. Sweettop. You're right. It is really cool in here.
Yeah, he just did that so if the boy comes back, he wouldn't see the counter here.
Yes, casual acquaintances of my cousin, or so they say, they're off on a trip. Just saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes, you're right. We'll be going there. Come on, Avenida. Come on, listen. Tell our dear Shantae we give her the most greatest respect and our blessing. All right.
I'll let her know how happy you were for the use of her bed. Too bad you can't wait for her return.
To bed.
Go have her later. Come on. Stop! Leave!
Over there? Shoplifting?
We didn't know the boy's in charge, you knucklehead!
Mr. Sweetheart, you'll clear this up.
You're all coming down to the station.
I am horrified to find such people in my shop.
Oh, please.
Hey, you know all about it! Obviously, officer. I wouldn't have asked you even if I had anything larcenous to hide.
Obviously, Mr. Sweetheart, it is my duty to take these people in.
Thanks, people.
Come on, you.
Hey, I can do nothing wrong this time. Come on.
She was a common, cheap little mendicant.
Let's just say the ugly word.
Oh, Spare me. I'm talking about her reputation, not her financial situation. Look, she got that money from somewhere. This is a respectable property, and a number of older gentlemen provided it for her. Look, the people who pay rent here won't want to share their roof with such a person. I'm not a monster, but I have to be careful.
Mrs. Mizu, I'm busy. Just tell me what it will cost to lease this respectable property of yours.
But aren't you cold-blooded?
The rent is exorbitant. This is a monthly lease.
Not for people like your cousin.
Explain yourself.
People like your cousin pay half the year's lease up front. $200 silver dollars.
200 silver dollars? You're cutting my throat here. How the hell am I supposed to come up with that? We don't sell much merchandise here, and we depend on the girls to sell sacks at the cement factory. They shouldn't eat to smoke. The work really wears them out. They don't make much.
Well, you should have thought about that before.
Have a heart, Mrs. Mizu. It's true that my cousin made the unpardonable mistake of sheltering misfortunates, but she'll do better from now on. I'll see that she does. And you'll never find such reliable tenants who lived at the bottom of the barrel, who knows what it's like. They'll work the skin off your fingers to pay you on time. They'll sacrifice everything, stop at nothing, yet be as timid as a mouse, a fly on the wall. Grovel before you had every opportunity, before they go back to work. A tenant that desperate is good as gold.
Look, $200 silver dollars, or she'll be walking the streets again.
I'm sorry about all that, Mrs. Sweetheart.
These policemen feel at home here.
Mrs. Me too. I hope I haven't given you the wrong impression. Mr. Sweetheart has done his civic duty, and we are here as representatives of the police to say thank you.
Well, whatever. I don't want to know about it. I hope your cousin can agree to my terms. I like it when I'm getting on with my tenants.
Is there some problem with Mrs. Me too?
She wants half the year's rent up front, because by her lights, my cousin ain't respectable.
But don't you have the money?
No.
But surely a gentleman such as yourself can take out a loan.
Yeah, I can, because someone like shouldn't take it along.
You aren't staying?
No, and I'm never coming back. I only came back to help her shop a little bit, for stall disaster. She's gonna have to do the rest on her own from now on. I'm afraid for her.
It's really too bad you can't make the rent, Mr. Sweetheart. I must tell you, at first we cast a gimlet eye on the doings in this shop, but your record too has changed that. The authorities are quick to recognize orderly and upstanding citizens.
Officer, my cousin regards this shop as a gift from the gods, and to save it, I go to the furthest limits of the law. The driving hard bargains only helps you drive out the underdogs. The ones on top are much clever and better protected. I'm the man who smoked rats out just in time for the floods. Do you smoke?
Everyone at the precinct house would hate to see you go, Mr. Sweetheart, but Mrs. Meacham has her point. She simply sold herself to men. It's no good to argue that she had to. She never had make the rent if she had it. But still, it isn't respectable. Why? First, no one should sell love, because love is just merchandise. Two, what's respectable isn't doing it with the guy who has the most money, but with the guy you love. And lastly, not for a handful of rice, but for love. Okay, answer. What's the use of all this philosophy when the milk's already spilled? What's the girl to do? She's got to raise half a year's rent. I'm sorry, Mrs. Sweetheart, I have no idea. I got it. We'll just find her a husband.
A husband?
A good cheap cigar for my husband. We are having a little celebrating for our 40th anniversary.
40 years and still celebrating?
Siempre po, as much as we can afford. Ours is the little rug shop across the way. I hope we will become good neighbors, these being such hard times and all.
The only kind of times we ever get.
We need capital, Mr. Sweetheart. I'm proposing a wedding.
Oh, I've been confiding my woes to this officer.
So we don't have the money. So what? We'll just marry some.
Easier said than done.
Why? She's a tasty dish. She's got a growing concern. What's your opinion?
I do not know.
We can take out a personal tab.
If that's what the young miss pleases.
Why shouldn't she? Just, you do us a favor, and in return, we'll make up your personal tab.
Well, it's an idea.
Okay, so we're seeking an upstanding gentleman with little capital, widowers considered, interested in marrying into the up and coming tobacco business. And then we'll she has to cut the nice face.
Only if you think you aren't overpraising her.
Not in the least. I've seen her. Sit down.
Officer, I was at the end of my wits over the ring. Then you made a very good suggestion. Now I actually see a way out.
Evening, young sir. Come with me, sweetheart.
Right, ladies, if you buy me dinner.
You must be nuts! Let's keep walking. He's a waste of time. He's an out-of-work pilot.
But there's nobody else in the park. It's going to rain soon.
Maybe someone will come by.
It's going to storm.
Oh my god, my weave! Oh my god, look. It's the animal who wrecked the lives of your family.
Not her. Her cousin. She even offered to take us in the tortillas. I have no problem with
Oh,
her.
well, I do. Look, it's our elegant sister, Jingling Gold. She has a shop now, but she still goes walking, fishing for our customers.
Well, don't tear me to shreds. I'm on my way to the tea houses.
Is it true that you're marrying a widower with 4 kids?
Yeah, and I'm meeting him.
Shut up! Just shut up!
Excuse me.
Can I get a little piece of quiet anywhere?
Up your pickles, Desiree! Let's go!
Yo, even in this desolate park, even when it's raining, they're out trolling for victims, beating the bushes. Not even the rain keeps them from hunting their prey.
And why are you picking on them? Oh,
And what do you want?
what's the rope for?
Just leave it. Leave it, okay? I don't have any money. Nothing. Not a copper coin. And if I did have any, I'd buy a glass of water before I'd buy you.
What's the rope for? Please, don't.
What do you care? Beat it!
It's raining.
Don't think about coming under this tree.
No.
Just leave it. It's useless. You can't make any deals with me. You're way too ugly for me. Bow-legged.
That's not true.
Don't show them to me. Alright. Hey, to hell with you. Come out of the rain under this tree.
Why do you want to do that?
Really want to know? If I tell you, will you leave me alone? You know what a pilot is?
Yeah, I've seen him at the tea houses.
You have not. What you saw were dumbass windbags with leather helmets. Boys with tin ears for the sound of engines and no sensitivity for machines. They have to grease the airfield manager's palm just to get in a plane. Tell them you're going to let the plane fall through the height from 2,000 feet right through the clouds and flick it right up with the flick of a joystick right at the last second. And you know what they'll say to that? It's not in my contract. If you can't land a plane as easy as setting your ass on a bar stool, you're not a pilot. You're a jerk. But I'm a pilot, But I'm the biggest jerk of all because I read every single page in every flying textbook at Peking except for one. And that was the one that said, we don't need any more pilots. And so I'm a pilot without a plane. Mail carrier with no mail, but you never understand what that's like.
I think I do understand.
No, I said you don't understand, so you don't understand.
When we were children, we had a canary with a broken wing. He was friendly. He didn't mind our teasing, strutting behind us, squawking if we ran too fast. But in the fall and in the spring, the great flocks would fly over the village. And he became discontented. And I understood.
Stop blubbering.
No,
It's bad for your skin.
I've stopped. See,
Can't even wipe your own face. If you're gonna remain an obstacle to my suicide, you could at least talk.
what do I have to say?
Why do you want to cut me down from this tree?
Well, I'm shocked. Surely it's because the evening is so gloomy that you think of doing that.
Just tell me about yourself.
Like what? I mean, I have a shop.
Really? You're not a streetwalker, you're a shopkeeper?
I have a shop. For that, I walk the streets.
And your shop just fell out of the sky from heaven?
Yeah,
One fine evening, the gods flew down and handed you the money? Hmm?
it was at dawn.
You're not much fun.
Well, I can play the zoo, sort of, and I give it to people. Now, how about that? I forgot my money better. But then I bought the shop. The first thing I did was give the zoo away. I told myself I could be as dumb as a mackerel, it wouldn't matter. I'm rich, I told myself. I live alone, I sleep alone. A whole year, I told myself. I'm not doing anything with a man.
But now you're marrying one. The one in the tea house by the pond? Hmm? What do you know about love?
Everything?
Nothing. Did you enjoy it?
No.
Well, do you enjoy this?
Yes?
Easy to please.
Don't you have any friends?
The house is full of them, but they don't want to hear from me while I'm out of work. It's like I'm complaining the sea is too wet or something, you know? Do you have friends?
Your cousin.
Watch out for cousins.
He's gone, and he's never coming back. But why are you so hopeless? They say if you can't find hope, you can't find goodness.
Keep talking. Even the sound of your voice is better than no sound at all.
There are still friendly people, even though the poverty is great. When I was little, I was carrying a load of wood, and then I fell. An old man helped me up and even gave me a coin. I often think of that. Those who have little to eat give the most. People like to show what they do good, and what do they do better than being friendly? Badness is simply awkwardness. If you sing a song, build a machine, or plant rice, that's actually friendliness. Even you are friendly.
Well, to hear you say it, who isn't?
True. Just now I was struck by a root drop
Where?
between the eyes,
More to the right or to the left?
the left.
Good. And, you're sure you're through with Matt?
Well, I don't have bow legs.
Maybe not.
Definitely not.
Listen, I haven't had food in 2 days, or water in 1. I couldn't make love to you even if I wanted to.
But it's beautiful in the rain.
I've got water here for sale, but I'm standing in the rain. Walked for miles with my pail and all my labors were in vain. And now I'm shouting, buy water! Nobody will buy. No one's fishing out their money, no one's ready to go to dry. Buy water, you bastards! let them lie. By water, you bastards! Yeah, soak it up, you little sprouts. On fresh water, seeds are tossed. Water falls, and water stops, and how much does that water cost? By water! Nobody will buy. None are thirsty, none are parched, no one greedy goats are dry.
Wait. You came back. Oh, I've kept your carrying pole and cup for you.
Thanks so much for looking after it, Shente. How is it?
Oh, good. I just met a smart and courageous person, and I'd like to buy him some of your water.
Just tell him to rear his head back and open his mouth. The riddle's sweet. Caramel already wants to be great.
But I want your water, Wayne. But you've carried far, which made you tired. Which is hard to sell because it's raining today. I'd like to give it to that man over there. He's a pilot. Pilot is more courageous than other people. In the company of the clouds, braving great storms, he flies over the village, bringing friends from far off places. The friendly man. He's fallen asleep. Hopelessness and the rain have knocked him out.
I saw her awake once. She's the same as she ever was.
Ooh, this pleases us.
She's in love. She would be her boyfriend. Really, everything's going great with her.
Glad to hear it. Hopefully, her desire to be good will grow even stronger.
Absolutely. She's always doing good deeds.
Ooh, what good deeds has she done? Tell us, dear Wang.
She has a friendly word for everyone.
Well, yes, and?
And only very seldom do people leave the little shop without tobacco simply because they can't pay for it.
That's certainly not bad. Anything else?
She took in a family of 8.
A family of 8. And possibly, is there more?
Even though it was raining, she bought a cup of my water.
Of course she did. These many small kindnesses are only what we would have expected.
But they cost a lot of money. The little shop doesn't bring in very much.
Very true, very true. But a circumspect gardener can work wonders, even on a tiny patch of land.
Which is what she's doing, believe you me. She gives out rice every morning, makes up more than half the profits.
I am not complaining, it's a beginning.
Think about how hard the times are. She even had to call me cousin once the shop got into difficulties. She couldn't make it alone anymore. But everyone agrees. She's a good girl. They call her the angel of the outskirts.
Aww.
That's how much good she's doing in her little shop. No matter what the carpenter Lento says.
Does the carpenter Lento speak badly of her?
She claims the shelves in her shop weren't paid for.
She failed to pay the carpenter.
She probably can afford to.
That doesn't matter. First obey the letter of the law, then obey its spirit.
But it wasn't her wicked ones, it was her cousin.
Then this cousin must never darken her door again.
I understand the wicked ones, but in Shantae's defense, her cousin is a highly esteemed businessman. Even the police are happy with him.
We would not want to condemn this cousin person without having first heard his case. I, for one, must admit I don't know the first thing about business. But all we ever hear about is business these days. Is that necessary? Everyone nowadays is always transacting. Did Kung the Righteous do business?
No.
Did Wang the Triumphant peddle fish?
No.
What has business got to do with leading an honest, upstanding life?
At any rate, this must not happen again.
Please excuse our irritability today. We are very tired and have not slept much. The places we've lodged in. The rich graciously pass us into the poor, and the poor have no room.
Inconclusive results.
Best of our week.
I'm just saying she could have tried a little bit harder.
Don't expect so much from a mere beginning.
to give us a few grains of rice out of the bushels that I know she's got, then she takes the room in the street and says, hey, you got only knows where, but if it doesn't,
One trooper bothering my customers with your beachy water. Now take your cup and scram. There! Don't you forget it!
you could bring charges against him for assault.
My hand is a mess.
Is it broken?
I can't move my fingers.
Here, sit down and have some water. Hey, at least you get the water wholesale.
It's in the one we can even get rent off. Jessica gallivanting around town. It's a scandal.
She's ashamed.
I'm not used to seeing the city at dawn. I used to lay awake with my dirty blanket pulled over my head, afraid to get out of bed. Today, I walked out amongst the newspaper boys, passing the by the little cutting fresh fruit to sell. It's a long walk from Sun's neighborhood to this one, but with each step, I've become happier. They say that when you're in love, you walk on clouds. What's really beautiful is when you walk on earth, on sidewalks. I'm telling you, you don't know what you're missing unless you haven't been in love and seen your city rising from her bed. Like an old craftsman. Good morning. I have your rice. Good morning, Wayne. Oh, I'm dizzy today. I saw my reflection in every shop window on the way. Now I'd really like to buy me a shawl. I'd love to look beautiful.
I'm so astounded how loudly Miss Shante, the tobacconist from across the way to whom I never gave a second glance, is looking today. I've been staring for almost 3 minutes, and I feel like I've fallen in love. An unbelievably sympathetic person. Quítate! ¡Basura! ¡Basura!
No! I am not.
This one's very pretty, and it's darker too because it's got a little hole in one corner.
The green one is nice too.
But unfortunately not damaged.
Right. Oh, too bad. I can't be a big spender with my shop. There isn't much income in the overhead side.
Yeah, your overhead's your charity. When you're starting out, you have to watch every bowl of rice, right?
I might, but I'm too profligate. Is this a good color on me?
Ask it around.
Does this look good on me?
George had asked Miss
No,
Dawson.
I want your opinion.
The shawl looks good on you, but wear it dull side out.
If it fails to please, you can always exchange it. Does he have a list of happiness?
Oh, no.
Then what are you going to do about the happiness, right?
Oh, no, I completely forgot about that.
Figured just as well, and it's due next Tuesday. Halika na dito, Anna. Me and my husband wanted to speak with you about something. At first, when we met you, we were very skeptical about your personal ad. We've decided to take you under our wing if you need that. We've got the 200 silver dollars in savings, and we can lend it out to you. If you want, you can pledge your tobacco stock to us as collateral, but nothing has to be in writing.
You really want to lend money to a profligate like me?
Of course. To be honest with you, we'd never lend the money to an extremely unprofligate man like your cousin. But we have no worries lending the money to you.
Don't hear.
I wish the gods would have heard your wife, Mr. Dang. They're looking for good people who are happy. You must be happy because you're helping a person who's got herself in a fix on a kind of love.
Here is the money.
Thank you. Thank you. Here, Wayne. Here's the rent for half a year. It's a miracle, isn't it? And what about the shawl, Wayne?
Did you buy it for the man in the park?
Excuse me, hi. So you might want to take a look at her hand before you tell her more about your problems.
What's wrong with your hand?
The barber smashed it with a curling iron right in front of all of us.
And I didn't even notice. We must take you to the doctor. Or your bones will knit up badly. You won't be able to work. This is very unfortunate.
She doesn't need a doctor, she needs a judge. You can sue the barber. She's loaded. You think I'd win?
Yeah, if it's really broken. Is it?
I think so. Could I live off a settlement for a while? Like a pension?
Yeah, you little witness.
But everyone saw it. You're all witnesses.
Mrs. Shin, you saw it.
I'm not getting mixed up with the police. Oh no.
Well,
I've gotten 2 citations for begging. It would be more hindrance than help.
No one will say what happened. She hurt her hand in broad daylight, yet you all say nothing? Oh, you miserable people. Your sister hurts her hand, yet you close your eyes. She screams in pain, yet you are silent? What kind of city is this? What kind of people are you? There's an injustice committed in a city. There must be outrage. And if there isn't outrage, then the city ought to perish in flames. Wayne, none of these witnesses will be your witness, then I will say I was.
That'd be perjury. I don't think I could go along with that, but maybe I have to. Is it swollen enough? It seems to be going down.
No, it's definitely alarmingly swollen.
You think so? You're right, it's definitely gone fat out. Maybe he broke my wrist. I better go find the judge now. Oh.
She's gonna go suck up to the barber.
We can't change the world.
Forgive me for insulting you, but you shocked me. No, I did mean to insult you. Get out of my sight!
Oh, no.
We should come later.
Excuse me, little girl, listen here, mírame. Who you talking to? 'Cause I know it ain't me. Estoy embarazada, ¿qué chingados quieres, pues? Adivina cuántos meses tengo. 10. Me duele la espalda, me duelen los pies, me duele la cosa que quieres, pues. Entiéndeme, escúchame, mírame, chíngate.
They don't talk right now. Oh, you just miss them. They go quickly. Nothing moves them anymore. Only the smell of food makes them look up. Hola, mija. Are you mission thing? Yes. Oh, my son told me all about you. I'm son's madre, Senora Gay. Ah, guess what? He had a real shot at a pilot's job. This morning, just now, a letter from Peking, from the airfield manager at the airfield office. He can fly again? Oh, mira. It will cost him un sum horrible, $500 silver. That's a lot. Pero like an opportunity like this cannot be squandered over money. I still have my shop. If only you could manage something. If only I could help him. You'd be a talented man to break his knees. Well, how can they stop a man from using his talents? You'll never get enough from the shop. Oh, well, these $200 silver cash is a loan. I mean, you could have that now. I could summer tobacco and pay them back for that.
Mission thing, your heart is in the right place. And they've been calling in the dead pilot in the city, because they said the corpse had a better chance of getting a plane to fly. Beat your way.
We don't need $300 silver more. We must think of something this year.
Okay.
There is someone who could help. He's advised me once before, but I didn't want to call him back because he's tough and crafty. But just this once, a pilot needs to fly, and that's all there is to it.
Hi, Mission. I pray the one of whom you speak of finds the cash. I know. The morning mail plane to Peking.
Wait, Mrs. Day, I know the pilot sees us.
You know the pilot flying the plane.
No, but I know someone who will. I hope we should fly, Mrs. Day. One of us should at least rise above this misery, above us all.
shop like this can be ruined by neighborhood gossips. Believe you me. I think it's time that you looked into those nocturnal carryings on between the young miss and that young son of Yellow Lane. As I believe I've mentioned, but again, I'm not a gossip, so you didn't hear this from me. But Mr. Shufu, the barber, your neighbor who's got like 12 houses and like only one wife and like an old wife at that, has displayed a pretty considerable interest in the young miss. He even asked about her finances. Look, if you ask me, okay, that's pretty serious.
Is this Miss Shantae's shop?
Yeah, it is! But the cousin's in today.
I'm Yang's son. Is Shantae here?
No, she ain't.
Well, she's painted the picture for you. How it stands between me and her, huh? This is the shop for real, huh? I always thought she talked big. Man, I'm gonna fly again. You, think we can get the 300 out of the shop?
May I ask, are you planning to sell it
Do
immediately?
you have the 300 in cash?
No.
I appreciate how she forked over the 200 right away, but I need the other 300 unscrewed.
She may have been a bit hasty in promising the money. Could mean she loses the shop. They say impetuosity is the wind that tears down the scaffolding.
I need the money now or not at all. Between me and you, this isn't a girl who holds out. She hasn't held out anything yet. Which I think is entirely to her credit.
And may I ask you what the 500 silver dollars will put? Huh?
Sure. No, I get it. You're checking me out, See, the airfield manager, a guy I know from flying school in Peking, he can get me a job if I give him $500 silver dollar contribution.
That's a lot.
Not really, no. See, the manager has to prove that another pilot's been negligent. This particular pilot, however, has a large family. He's very careful, if you know what I mean. This is between me and you, by the way. There's no need for Shantae to know about it.
Perhaps not. But won't the airfield manager sell you out next month?
No. I'll never be negligent. I've been unemployed too long.
If you're desperate enough. This is a great responsibility, Mr. Yason. You're asking for my cousin to leave the little security she has left and all her friends and entrust her fate in your hands. You do intend to marry Shantae, right?
I'd be prepared to do that.
Ah, wouldn't it be a waste for the sake of a few dollars? You get little if you sell fast. You could apply the $200 silver dollars to half a year's rent. Does running a tobacco business have no appeal for you?
For me. Can you imagine Yang's son, the pilot, behind the counter saying, would you like a strong cigar or something milder, worthy sir? Not for the Yang sons of this century, not in this universe.
But may I ask, if flying is a remunerative business?
Mister, it pays 250 silver dollars a month. See for yourself. There's the postmark and the stamp. Peking.
Seems like a good job.
You think I fly for free?
My cousin wants me to help you secure this pilot's position, which means the world to you. I see nothing inimical to my cousin's interest in following her heart's desire. She's as entitled to love as everyone else. I'm ready to liquidate the shop. Here's Mrs. Mizu, who will help me consult the details on the stuff.
Mr. Sweetheart, this is probably about the rent. It's due the day after tomorrow.
Mrs. Mizu, circumstances have arisen which mitigate my cousin's continuing in business. She's getting married, and Mr. Yang's son, her intended, will be taking him to her to Peking, where they'll start a new life. Decent offer could induce me to sell. How much?
300 over the counter.
No, 500.
I might be able to help. How much did the tobacco cost?
My cousin paid 1,000 silver dollars for the tobacco. It sold almost nothing.
Oh, 1,000 silver dollars! She was swindled naturally. How's this? 300 if you move out the day after tomorrow.
Deal. That's plenty.
That's not enough.
Yes, it is.
I must have at least 500.
What for?
Allow me a little talk with my cousin's fiancé. The tobacco stocks are collateral from two old people. 200 silver dollars which were given to you yesterday.
Anything in writing?
No.
300 is fine.
Great! I'll need proof that the shop is debt-free.
Answer her.
The shop is debt-free.
When can we get the 300?
The day after tomorrow. But I suggest you think it over in the meantime. Wait a month, and you could do better. 300 is the best I can do right now, and
pots and pans, it only goes for a little bit. Hey, maybe we can find a better deal before she returns, then we can pay back the 200.
How can we? 300 silver dollars and not a dollar more from Mrs. Measley. You do have enough for 2 tickets to pay King and something to live on, right?
You bet.
How much you got?
Don't worry about it. I'll get the money somehow, even if I have to mug somebody.
Ah, so even this sum has to be raised.
Just keep your hat on. Nothing's keeping me from pay King.
Yeah, but the 2 people is going to be expensive.
What 2 people? The girl stays behind. She'd just be a drag at first.
I see.
Why you gotta look at me like that, huh? Everybody has to make sacrifices.
And how should my cousin live, huh?
Can't you help her?
Maybe. Mr. Gingson, I want you to leave the 200 silver dollars here and leave it here. So you show me 2 tickets to pay King.
Dear brother-in-law, I would like for you to butt out a business that's not of your concern.
Miss
Let
Shante
me take care of the girl.
might not sell the
Trust
trouble.
me, she will.
You tend to forget that she's a rational person.
I love it that people think their female relations respond to rational persuasion. Don't you know about the force of love and getting goosebumps, huh? Rational. She's irrational. Considering her whole life she's been getting knocked around. Oh, poor Mutt. If I put my hand on her shoulder and say, "You're coming with me," she'll be hearing bells and she won't even recognize her mother.
Mr. Gingson.
Oh, Mr. whatever your name is.
She gave herself to you because...
Well, let's say I put my hand on her heart. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. You're not going back to her empty-handed. We're still engaged to be married, and she should bring the 300 to the wedding. Or you should, one way or the other.
Charming! And everyone from here to Yellow Street says that she's wrapped around his little finger. The shop is lost. He's not in love. I'm ruined. I'm lost. Mrs. Shin, you're from the gutter, right? Are we fools? No? Do we lack the necessary brutality? No. I'll grab you by the throat and shake you till you spit out the penny you stole from me. And you know I will. Times are horrendous. This city is hell. Yet we still clamber up the glass wall. Then one of us slips calamitously. He loves. No, that's not enough. He's lost. One little weakness and you're doomed. How can anybody interpret all the weaknesses, especially the most fatal? Love. It's practically impossible. It costs too much. Surely, you ask yourself, how can anybody live that way? Always on guard? What kind of world is that? I think you should talk to the barber, okay? I think he's a perfect match for your cousin. Let's hope we're trying to show him. My dear sir, I've heard you have an interest in my cousin. Forgive me for setting aside all rules of etiquette and discretion, for the young lady at this moment is in terrible danger.
Ay, Dios mío.
Just a few hours ago, she was here, practically in comfort. Mr. Shufu, the shop is ruined.
Mr. Shente, Miss Shente's charm lies not in the goodness of her shop, but in the goodness of her heart. The name they've given her in these parts says it all. The angel of the outskirts.
Yeah, but this goodness of hers has cost her $200 silver in a single day. It's time to stanch the floods.
Permit me un divergent opinion. The flow of her goodness should burst the floodgates. It is the young lady's nature to do good. Why should she feed 4 people, which each and every morning with swelling emotion at what you're doing? Why not feed 400? I hear, for instance, that she's beating her head against you while trying to shelter a pair of homeless people. My buildings behind the cattle yards are empty. They could be at her disposal, etc., etc. Mr. Shuita, I hope that Miss Shente would grant audience to these ideas which have recently struck me.
Mr. Shufu, she considered these ideas with complete admiration.
Is Miss Shante here?
No?
I'm Wayne the water seller. Are you Mr. Shuita?
Yes, I am. Good day, Wayne.
I'm one of Shantae's friends.
Ah, she told me you were one of her oldest friends.
See? I've come because of my wrist.
It's broken. There's no denying that.
You should have it in a sling.
But that's her new shawl.
She don't need it anymore.
She bought it to please someone special.
Believe me, she doesn't need it anymore.
She told me she'd be my witness.
Apparently, your cousin saw the barber Mr. Shufu break the water seller's hand with his curling iron. You know anything about this?
Only that my cousin wasn't there when the mishap occurred.
You must have misunderstood her. As soon as she returns, she will tell you. Where is she?
Wang, if you really are her friend, stop asking where she is. She has a lot of problems right now. Everybody has used her badly. She won't be able to indulge even in the smallest weakness. Surely you wouldn't ask anything of her other than to say the truth in your case, right?
But she told me to go see the judge, and I did.
Will the judge heal your hand?
No, he just wants to make the barber pay.
I'm sorry, Wayne, but my principle is to stay out of fights between friends.
I understand.
So I am not needed here. You tried your con game on an honest gentleman. Watch your step next time, Wayne. If this happens again, Mr. Shufu won't be merciful, and you can go to the hoof y'all for slander. Got it?
Forgive me for the rude interruption.
Granted. And her special someone? Is that over for good?
Forever. She's coming to her senses, only there are some wounds that need to heal.
Be gentle.
They're fresh wounds.
A trip to the country.
In a few weeks, she'll be happy to know she has someone she can talk to.
An intimate dinner in a small but good restaurant.
Oh, very discreetly done. Mr. Shufu, I'll go get my cousin. She'll be reasonable. She considers this shop a gift from the gods. Please, be patient.
So, are congratulations in order?
They are. Mrs. Shin informed the people that Miss Shantay has been helping them and granting them lodging in my buildings behind the Plaza Gardens. Ladies and gentlemen, what is your opinion on me? Can a man do more? Can a man be more selfless, devoted, visionary? An intimate dinner. This, of course, makes one think coarse and common thoughts, but I assure you, nothing like that will happen. Not even accidental touching while passing this out. The only intercourse will be intellectual. Two kindred spirits fighting each other over the flower arrangements. White chrysanthemums, if you were wondering. No, this isn't about exploiting misfortune. This isn't about taking advantage of a broken heart. Solace and assistance will be offered, but almost wordlessly, and acquiesced to by a look. A look which may signify more to come.
So it went well, Mr. Shufu.
Yes, very well. And a subject of conversation lately has been handed his walking papers, and those who have plotted to undermine this establishment will be brought down. And those who have attempted to besmirch the reputation of the most spotlessly chaste young woman in the city will have to answer to me. Now tell me, what you know of this Yang son?
Oh, he is the most swinish, filthy, lazy
He's nothing. He doesn't exist, shit.
What's up?
Shall I call Mr. Sweetsaw Mr. Shufu? He hates having strangers hanging about the shop.
Mr. Shuita is having a very private discussion with Miss Shantay, and they cannot be bothered.
I didn't see her come in. What are they talking about? I should be in there with them.
I believe I know who you are, and I think you ought to know that Miss Shantay and I are set to announce our engagement.
What?
Surprise!
Dear Shantay, perhaps you can explain?
Shantay, what's going on here? Have you gone crazy?
Son, my cousin and Mr. Shu have asked me to look into Mr. Shu's plans for helping the poor of the neighborhood. He disagrees with our relationship.
And you're going along with him?
Yes.
Have they told you I'm a bad person, Shantay? Maybe I am. No money, no manners. But that's why I need you. I fight hard. They're leading you to misery, Shantay. Take a good look at him. Are you blind? Poor chicken. Where are they taking you, huh? To marry for money, that's what. Go on, say it. Without me, you would have gone off with him, wouldn't you?
Yes.
A man you don't love?
Yes.
Have you forgotten the way it rained?
No.
How you cut me down from the willow tree? How you bought me a glass of water when I was thirsty? How you promised me the money I need to fly again?
What do you want from me?
Come with me.
Forgive me, Mr.
sushi food, but I want to go with Sun.
Hear that? We're lovers. Where are the keys to the shop?
Behind the counter.
Leave them under the doormat when you're done. Shantae, let's go.
This is a rape! Mr. Sweetheart!
Stop shouting.
Please, don't call for my cousin. He disagrees with me. But he's not right. I know it. I want to go with him, whom I love. I won't calculate what it's costing me. I won't think carefully, is this good? I don't even want to know if he loves me. I want to go with him, whom I love.
And that's that.
Something awful has happened. When I came out of my door, joyful and expectant, the old wife of the rug merchant was standing on the street, and she told me, shaking, that her husband has become seriously sick with worry over the money she lent me. So she thinks it is best if I return the loan now. Of course, I promised to. She was so relieved she cried, and she begged me to forgive her for not being able to trust my cousin, or regrettably, Son either. I had to sit on the steps after she'd gone. I was so appalled with myself. In an uproar of feelings, I had thrown myself back into Yang Sun's arms. I could resist either his voice or his touch. The dreadful things he told Shuita taught Shantae nothing. Seeking deep in his arms, I thought again, the gods want me to be good, to myself as well. Leave no one to die, including yourself. Filling everyone with joy, yourself as well. That is good. But how could I simply forget about the good old people? Sun swept through my shop like a hurricane bound for Peking, and took everything and all my friends. But he's not bad, and he loves me. So long as I stay with him, he won't do bad things. What men say to each other is meaningless. They want to seem huge and muscle-bound and very hard-boiled. If I tell him the old couple can't pay their taxes, he'll be understanding. He'd rather go to work in the cement factory than owe his fine to dishonesty. His fine is a great passion for him. Will I be strong enough to bring out his goodness? I go to my wedding seized between fear and joy.
Bad break, Mama. She innocently drops a bombshell that she can't sell the shop for me. Some people lend her the 200 silver dollars and they're demanding repayment, even though her cousin says there's nothing in writing.
Okay, how did you handle it? You can't marry her now!
You can't talk to her about things like this. She's too much of a fathead. I sent for her cousin.
Pero we want to marry to the barber.
I scuttled that. The barber's in the dustbin, but the cousin's smart enough to see that if I don't hand over the 200, well then the job is lost, and if I don't get the 300, well the job is lost too.
Okay, I will wait for him outside. Go see if your grandson. Go off! My faith in him was not misplaced. He didn't look disappointed at all. Even though being a fly was a heavy blow, he seems perfectly cheerful. I love him very much. You haven't toasted to your bride yet.
What should I toast?
The future.
May the groom someday own his own dinner jacket.
May Dad's dress get soaked from time to time.
Do everything we wish for ourselves.
And quickly, too. I am so pleased with my son, Yang Son. I always told him he could get anyone he wanted. And why not? He's a trained mechanic and a pilot. Mira, and so what does he tell me? I'm married for love, Mama. Money isn't everything. It's a love match. Well, that's how it's supposed to be, right? Mira. It's very close to people. Oh, it's very close. But no, not do the search. If you spend as much time haggling over your fears, you will be marrying them. It will be a very embrace ceremony.
Ready to go? I'm waiting.
pass a little exam. It's indispensable when you marry in haste. Hey, who knows what kind of woman I'm getting, huh? For example, can you make 5 cups of tea with just 3 tea leaves?
No.
Whew! Then I'll have to skip my tea. Can you sleep on a mattress the size of the book the priest is reading?
The 2 of us together?
Alone.
Then no.
Oh! I cannot believe I'm marrying this woman.
¿Qué pasa? What's your rush? I'm seeing people drinking and smoking, and nobody's in a rush but you. Adios.
Should we talk about our future arrangements?
Oh, no. Please, no. Too cruel a note for these happy festivities, don't you think?
Who is your mother waiting for, son?
That's a surprise. But speaking of waiting, how's your cousin Stray Top? We really hit it off. He's a reasonable man. A real brain, too. Is something wrong?
I don't know. I don't want to think about him.
Well then, I hope the 3 devils get him. The crash devil, the fog devil, and the shit I'm out of fuel devil. Drink, ox.
Something's off here.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Miss Yang, I must go. I have another marriage today. Tomorrow I have a burial. I'm just...
No. Not today. Do you think I like it that everything is delayed? We love to get by a one time. And the judge that drags over it. Shete, I don't understand. Where's your cousin?
My cousin?
Si, cariña. Who else would we be waiting for? Call me old-fashioned, but I think close relatives of the bride should be at her wedding.
Son, is this about the 300 silver dollars?
You heard what it's about? She's old-fashioned and I respect that. There's 15 more minutes and if she doesn't show, well then the 3 devils got him and we'll start without him.
Hola. Ding. Excuse me, please. Ay, gracias. You have probably heard that my son, Yang's son, will be starting work as a pilot for the post office. I am so proud of him. To be pulling such high wages in times like these. Salud!
Salud.
And thinking, right?
Son, you should have told your mother we'd given up on baking.
Let your cousin tell her if he sees the way you do. Between me and you, I see him seeing different.
Son!
God, I hate Setzuan. What kind of city is this, huh? Do you want to know what I see when I see the people here, when I squint? Horses. Anxiously, they crane their neck up towards the sky. Oh, what's that noise thundering high above them? Well, no one needs horses anymore? What, their time is up already? Let them bite each other to death in their horse town. I want to get out of here.
What will happen to the old people?
What will happen to me? Huh? You want to tell me that?
You still have 200 silver dollars. I thought we could give back the money tomorrow and keep the tobacco, which is worth much more. And since we don't have the rent, we could sell cigarettes in the cement factory.
Can you imagine me, Yang son the pilot, selling cheap cigarettes to cement workers? I'd rather blow the 200 in a night on the town. I'd rather throw it in the river. Your cousin knows I'd do it too. We had a deal. He's supposed to bring a 300 to the wedding.
My cousin cannot come.
I think he shouldn't stay away.
He's not there anymore.
Why? Where is he?
Son, please, understand. He isn't your friend. I am. I love you. Shrita loves no one. He's my friend, but he's my friend's enemy. He only agreed to give you the money because he was thinking about the pilot's job in Peking. But he'll never bring 300 silver dollars to our wedding.
Why not?
Because he says you only have 1 ticket to Peking.
That was yesterday. This is today. 2 Peking tickets, me and you. Now do you think your cousin will oppose our marriage?
No, it's a good job, but I can't keep the shop.
I sold all our furniture to get you these tickets.
Please, just stop talking and don't show me these tickets again. I'm so afraid that I might just go away with you, son. But we can't come by the job honorably. That's why you must give me back the 200 silver dollars. Give them to me now, son.
Give them to me now, son. Are you my wife or not? If you are, you're betraying me. You know that, right? Lucky for you, lucky for everyone, it's all been arranged.
Time! Aren't you sure the Price cousin is still coming? One might think he opposed the marriage, and he's staying away.
Mama, you know your heart and soul. Let me go open the door wide for him so he comes running to his best man, his friend's son. Well, wait. Your cousin's got more sense than you. Love, he has widely observed this for the living, and he knows what his absence means. You lose your husband and your child, both.
Is that it? He's here! He's here! Oh, never mind. This is really gonna be a big scandal, huh? The groom is waiting for the cousin. The bride is waiting for the wedding.
He's taking his time.
Son.
Here I am, 2 tickets to Peking, and a moron who can't add and subtract. And I see the day coming when you call the police just to get your 200 silver dollars.
He's bad. And he wants me to be bad. I'm here. I love him. And all he wants is my cousin.
Hey! This glass wine jug is our clock. We're poor people. And when the last drop has been drunk, the clock's will on forever.
Another jug of wine, Mrs. Yang?
Oh no, I think we're okay. Wine just makes you sweat. And it costs.
It makes me sweat. Would you like to pay the bill then?
I beg the company's kind indulgence. The cousin should be here soon. You're wrecking the party.
They told me not to let you leave until you paid.
Pero they know me here.
Exactly.
How can you know this? Son, don't you have anything to say?
Miss Yang, I take my leave. I've waited long enough.
Okay, no. Everybody sit down now! ¿Qué pasa? The priest will be back momentarily.
Just leave it. Ladies and gentlemen, the priest is gone. We can't hold you any longer.
Adios. Adios, thank you for coming over today. Adios, hija. Dios te bendiga. Okay, to the bride. To the bride. I'm not ready for bride. Don't mind her. She likes it. Sensei, this is disgraceful.
Should I go too, son?
No. Wait.
Stop it! You're hurting!
This is your wedding, isn't it? I'm waiting, and my own wedding's waiting too. At least she wants to see my plane fly in the air again, but I think it will be the day of say never to me before she opens the door and sees my plane thundering by. Ladies and gentlemen, what's happened to the table talk, huh? Aren't you having fun? The wedding's only a little delayed because the bride doesn't know what love is. Meanwhile, to entertain you, I, the bridegroom, shall sing a song. Someday in your rickety cradle, they tell you they'll be giving out money for free. The poor boy is shown to his very own throne on the day of Saint Never to Be. He will sit on a golden throne on the day of Saint Never to Be. And on this day friendliness triumphs at last, and the wicked get their just desserts. The people are good, just keep knocking on wood, and the earth is a garden of Eden. The earth is a paradise on the day of Saint Never to Be. And the grass will shine down from the heavens below, and China trades places with Sweden. The kind will be able to eat at the table, and being good no longer hurts. flying again. And you will be drilling the troops. And those naval shirkers will all become workers, and their mothers just sit on their stoops. You, poor woman, can have peace on the day of saints never to be. And because I've waited forever for this, and all of my patience is gone, it would be impolite to make us wait until night, so be sure to be here before dawn. Before the first cocks crow, he will be here on the day of saints, never to be.
The cousin! He's not coming anymore. Sweetie ones, Shantae has failed in love because she obeyed the commandment to love her neighbors. Maybe she is too good for the world.
Nonsense! You weak, wretched woman. You are plagued by lice and doubts.
You're right. I was only hoping that you might see fit to intervene.
Out of the question. Just see our friend here. Yesterday, he intervened in a fight. And just look at the results.
The cousin is an uncommonly competent man, I know from personal experience. It appears the shop is already lost.
Perhaps we should help.
In my opinion, she must help herself.
The more arduous the circumstances, the stronger grows a truly good person. Suffering purifies.
We're all banking on her.
Our search is not going particularly well. Here and there, promising beginnings, best intentions, and noble principles galore. But these do not add up to one good person. And even when we find a partially good person, invariably they are not living lives worthy of human beings. The sleeping situation is especially trying. You may deduce from the straw which clings to us where you've been spending our nights.
Couldn't you just ask?
Nothing! We are only to observe.
Inconclusive
For
results.
strength and growth of heart.
I'll just never understand why you aren't fighting for this shop tooth and nail.
How can I? I have to pay the rent. And I don't have any more money. The money that I used, I gave it away. It was from the two old people. I have to get $200 silver dollars, or I know. I can get $200 silver dollars if I sell tobacco to Mrs. Missouri.
Yeah, and that's that. No man, no tobacco, no home. That's what comes of wanting a better life than the rest of us. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I could earn some money sorting tobacco or something.
Shantae? What are Mr. Sweetsauce pants doing? Hanging on the line? Did he leave here naked?
Oh, he's got 2 pairs.
Oh, that's funny because you said he left forever. Why would he leave his pants?
Well, maybe he doesn't need them anymore.
Oh, no, maybe you should send it to him.
No. Okay.
Say nothing. I know it all. You sacrificed your wedded bliss to save 2 old people who trusted you from ruination. It is not for nothing that the neighborhood, so full of mistrusting, mean people, has christened you the angel of the outskirts. Your fiancé wasn't capable of your towering moral stature. You left him, and now you're closing your shop for so little a point in the storm. I cannot stand by and watch. How I wish you'd only let me help you with your good work. Each and every morning, I wait to see you doling out your rice to the small group of paupers who line up for it. And don't say anything. I need no promises. No pledges of how you need my help. Let me get you a blank check. Fill it out at your discretion for any amount you like. And now I'm going. Tender, unpretentious, demanding nothing as recompense, on tiptoe, devoted, and selfless.
A blank check. A blank check. People like you are just born lucky. You come up with a dummy every time. Wait, so come with me. Fill out the check for $1,000 silver and I'll hike over to the bank before he realizes what he's done.
Put this in the laundry basket. I'll pay you for the washing without his check.
So you're not refusing the check. Oh, but that's criminal. Why? Are you afraid you'll have to marry him? You're crazy. A man like that lives to be led around by the nose. It gets him hot. Or are you still saving yourself for that pilot? Even though everyone from here to Yellow Street knows that he abuses you.
Need causes it all. I watched as his cheeks puffed in his sleep. They're evil. And this morning, I held up his coat to the light, and I saw the wall through it. Whenever I see his sly smile, I become afraid. But when I see the holes in his shoes, I love him very much.
You're still defending him. God, that is the craziest thing I have ever heard, and I'm going to be able to breathe so much easier when you leave this neighborhood.
I feel nauseous.
Does that happen often? Like when you start to bend over or stretch or let's hope you don't have a bundle on the way. Oh, he really fixed you. If you're pregnant, you could forget about that blank check. It wasn't intended for this eventuality.
Oh, Joy! A baby! Un bebé! Good day, buddy.
I heard that you're having a bad time, Sute, that you even had to sell your shop, but this child has no home. I found him running around by the slaughterhouse. I think he belongs to the carpenter, Linto, who's been drinking all day and lost her workshop a few weeks back. What should we do with him?
Come here, little man. Hey, you. Someone needs shelter. Will you help him? Really? Oh, I know. We can take him to Mr. Shuku's buildings. That's where I'm going. Probably. I'm gonna have a child myself. But please, don't tell anybody. I don't want Nathan to hear. He doesn't need that. Look for Linto downtown and tell her she should come here.
Thank you so much, Sente. I knew you'd figure something out. You see, a good person always knows a way out. I'll go find your mother.
Wait, and Rain, how's your hand? I wanted to be your witness in my case.
Don't worry about my hand. I've learned how to get by without it. Who needs a right hand anyway, see?
Well, take the part and sell everything, and use the money to go to a doctor. I'm sorry that I failed you so badly, and I don't know what you must think of me.
Homes for the homeless and for you too. That's more important than my hand. I'll go find the carpenter.
Promise me to come to the doctor with me? Oh, what is it now? Come here.
Have you lost the last bits of your mind? Giving away the carpet with little you have left? What do you care about her hand with the barber might know that you've been helping her? We're all losing a place to live, and you haven't paid me for the laundry yet.
And why are you so curious? Isn't trampling others exhausting work? The vein bulges on your forehead in the strain of being greedy. Only grasping acquisitively is an effort. But now, how seductive giving is. A simple word comes out like a sigh of relief. father comes back, okay?
Shintae!
Shintae.
Shintae!
Shintae.
Shintae!
Shintae.
Are you alone, my dear Shintae?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Where's your cousin?
Gone.
Is he getting back?
No. And I'm giving up on the shop.
Oh. Yeah, we heard. That's why we're here. We've got these few bundles of tobacco, and we're going to need you to transport them with your new things to your new place. We're still homeless. We have no place to put them. Plus, they're attracting the wrong kind of attention on the street. Shintae, you really can't refuse this tiny request after all the awful things that befell us in your shop.
I would be glad to do the favor.
Oh, great. If anybody asks you bundles back there, it's safe to yours.
And who would be asking?
Well, I don't know, maybe the police. They've got something about us. They want us ruined. So where should we put the bundle?
I don't know. I don't want to do anything that could land me in jail.
Well, isn't that just typical of you? So we lose these few measly bundles of tobacco, some of the only things we have left in this world.
Fine, I'll hold your tobacco.
Great.
Put it in the bathroom, temporarily.
Here.
Yes, in there. Okay.
Now, Shintae, we're putting all our trust in you.
We'll check in at Mr. Shufu's buildings tomorrow to see how you're holding up, okay?
I feel sick. Go with me. Oh, sorry. Oh, hey, what kind of world are you coming to? Will you two be an Ashkin snap picture? Look at that little gray mouth of yours. Have you no feelings for the fruit of your womb? No sympathy? You miserable people. I, at least, will defend my own. Yes, from the moment I saw this, I knew that I'd cut myself off and spare nothing till my son is safe. At least, my son. Everything in the gutter school of my life, fighting and betraying, will now serve you, my son. And to you, I shall be good. A wild animal, a tiger, a wild animal to all others. And if that's how it has to be, then it must be. Once more, it's necessary. The last time, I hope. The shop should tie. Her belongings in the yard. This is the end.
Yeah, that's the consequences of sensuality, narcissism, and likeness. The stepping stones that lead you where? Oh, down. To Mr. Shufu's barracks you go.
She'll be impressed when she gets there. Damn, we're here to complain. Damp rats nests with rotted flooring? The borough only gave them to us because the stock of live rats there.
I'll give you my shelters. Now what do you think of me?
Shame! That's what we think. So she's really moving away? Yeah, she's trying to slip up with whoever you got here.
Yeah, she's ashamed.
Tell her to call her cousin. Everyone should urge her to call her cousin. He's the only one who can save her now. He's stingy and mean enough, and I suppose if he saves the shop, then she'll be able to hand out rice again.
I was thinking about her, not about us, but you're right. She should do it for our sakes too. Wait, I'll never be able to thank you enough. Hey guys, my family's getting an apartment.
Where?
In Mr. Shufu's buildings. And little Bum's the one who brought about this change. Oh, there he is. Come here, come here. Come here. Here's someone asking for shelter, Shantae says, and she finds us an apartment. Say thank you.
Thank you.
What the hell is going on here, huh?
Mr. Shuita, I didn't know you'd be back, Mr. Shuita. You're my good partner, Hotel. Shantae promised him refuge in Mr. Shufu's buildings.
Sorry, but Mr. Shufu's buildings are no longer available.
So you mean we can't live there?
No, they're all booked up. Do we have to leave?
I'm afraid so.
Where should we go? My cousin Shintae, who had to go away, said that she did not want to withdraw support entirely. In the future, the arrangements will become more reciprocal. Except, it's producing without feeding in return will stop. Unless everybody works, gets the opportunity to work, like honorable people. Hey, look at me. Mizu, here's a check for 10,000 silver dollars, signed by Mr. Shufu, who's interested in my cousin. Now, please, excuse me, I'm very busy today, so I beg your pardon. 10,000 silver dollars? Oh my goodness, Mr. Shufu! I'm saddened and chagrined by the superficiality and fickleness of young girls today. Mr. Shita!
Why should we carry your bundles?
Because your son has a healthy appetite. He likes to eat himself.
Was my brother over here?
Yeah?
I thought as much. I know these bundles. This is our tobacco.
Well, perhaps you shouldn't say that so loudly. As you can see, these are my bundles. They came out of my back room. You could ask the police, shall I call them? Huh? Nope. As it turns out, you own no tobacco. Be so kind as to show me to where Mr. Shufu's buildings are.
He is not a bad man, but Shintae is good.
A pair of pants was taken from the laundry, and now the cousin is wearing them. That must mean something. I'd like to know what that means.
Is Miss Shintae here?
Gone.
That's strange. She wanted to bring us something. She wanted to help me too. My hand is growing stiff. And anyways, Shintae will be back soon. The cousin never stays long.
That's a fact, isn't it?
Speak to Shantae anymore either?
No.
Where do I start?
Hi! Mr. Sweeta! For the love of God, the gods will reward you for these!
Get up, get up. Oh, get up.
As for you, Yang-san, you have swerved from the straight and narrow. Try to redeem yourself enough to look your mother in the eyes again! The first weeks were hard for son. He didn't like the work. There was no chance for him to show off his special talents. However, in the third week, a minor incident saved him. He and the former carpenter, Linto, were carrying bundles of tobacco.
I am way too old for this kind of work.
So quit.
And live on what? I already have to put my kid in the harness just to scrape by. I wish Miss Shante could see this.
There are worse. Under less miserable circumstances, we really have been all right. I want to know where she is. We better get back to it. This is when she usually makes the rounds. Cripple.
Thanks. She revered and scored big points with her for helping out an old lady.
And right off, Mr. Sweetan notices a good worker who goes the extra mile. And he adds,
Hey, what the hell's going on here? That's why you only got one bundle.
Mr. Shrita, I was a little worn out today, and Yang-san here was kind enough to...
Honey, get 3 more bundles, friend. Yang Suck can do it, so can you. He simply has a good attitude, and you don't. Let's go, come on.
naturally, nothing was said to son. But Mr. Sweetan was no. Hi, Mr. Sweetan. Some say he is the spitting image of his classic Shente. I don't see it. However, while everybody on the next Saturday was waiting in line for wages, my son would be treated differently. He would be treated like a special case. Okay. Everybody the next Saturday was waiting in line for wages. Waiting and waiting.
Thanks, son. $6 silver.
Excuse me, it's only supposed to be $5 silver. Look, you incorrectly wrote 6, but I only missed the date because of a court date. I don't want any wages I didn't earn, even if the money's lousy.
All right. $5 silver.
We're home, Mr. Sweetheart.
Why does it say 6 days here when you only work 5?
I must have made a mistake. It won't happen again. Better not.
Mr. Yang-Suck. Today I've noticed that you are a strong person when it comes to work. Today, I also noticed that you're an honest person. Does the forearm make mistakes and burns its advantage?
He's one of his friends. He's mostly one of them, too.
I understand. One hand washes the other. Would you like a bonus?
No. But might I suggest that I'm an intelligent man. I got a degree of education. The foreman, he's well-meaning with the workers, but uneducated. Yo, try me for a week, Mr. Shrita, and I'll show you that my brains are worth much more than my sheer muscle power.
Hey, bold words. But that night I told my son, you are a pilot. Prove that you can attain the heights even from the depths. Fly, my falcon! And isn't it great what education and intelligence can do? How can you reach a better place without it? My son, Yang-san, became a wonder worker in Mr. Sweetan's factory.
Hey, where's everybody? Come on! What are we paying you for? Hey, boy, get on the bike. We need electricity. You see this light? You need to light it. That means you need to pedal faster. Come
it was 3 months ago. You can see it yourselves. As the ancients said, goodness is like a bell. If you want it to ring, you have to hit it.
Am I disturbing you?
Until tomorrow, Mr. Shin.
Gloves? How did she get her hands on gloves, huh? Is she blackmailing you or something? Don't tell me you have a soft spot. I never had guessed. Maybe you do. You've been a little not up to snuff lately. Moody, indecisive. Are you sick? It's bad for the firm, you know. And another warning from the police. They say you can have twice the number of workers permissible by law, but no more than that. Things are getting out of hand, Mr. Shuita.
The firm wishes to see its representative dressed respectably.
Did you buy this for me?
Try it on and see if it fits.
Your devoted servant. Now back to business. You need to talk to Sufu about the new project today.
The barber's buildings are unacceptable.
But you won't tell me what its conditions are.
But the barracks are good enough.
Good enough for the zombies you hire, but not good enough for the tobacco. It's getting damp, you know. Hey, when B2 gets here, I'll ask about leasing new warehouse space from her. With a better physical plan, we could hire better workers and fire the wrecks and stumps we're paying now. They can't do anything right. And when Mitsu gets here, I'll rub her fat knees under the table. She'll only charge us half.
You'll do no such thing. I wish you could conduct yourself with restraint and with an appropriately professional demeanor for the firm's sake.
What's eating you, huh? Haven't been hearing the rumors?
I don't listen to rumors.
Well, I bet it's the rain then, because every time it rains, you get crappy and blue. I'd like to know why that is.
My water, you bastards!
This goddamn water cellar again. And as soon as she's done singing, she'll start raising a ruckus again.
Are there no more good people in this city? On the square where once the good Shantae lived, she brought a cup of my water for me in the rain once, many months ago, in the joy of her heart. And where is she? Where is she now? Hasn't anyone heard from her? One evening she went into the shop and she hasn't come out ever again.
Hey, should I shut her up for good? Why does she care where she is, huh? And you don't want to tell me where she is because you don't want me to know.
Mr. Shuita, I ask you again, where is Shinte? 7 months have passed since she first embarked on her journey. A lot has happened in the meanwhile, which would have never happened had she been here. Mr. Shuita, the people in the neighborhood speculate that some sort of accident has befallen Shinte. We are her friends. We are disturbed. Please, for this once, have the friendliness to let us know her address.
Wayne, I'm busy. Perhaps next week.
It has also been observed that the rice which the needy used to get at her door every day has each morning of late been set outside again.
From which you conclude what exactly?
She hasn't gone away at all.
But instead, Wayne, this is my final answer to you. If you really are Miss Shantae's friend, you'd stop asking about her whereabouts.
Some advice, Mr. Shuita. Before Shinte left, she told me she was pregnant.
What?
That's not true.
Mr. Shuita, you must not ever believe that her friends will stop asking about her. A good person is not easily forgotten. There aren't many.
She's pregnant. Oh my God, I can't stand this. Oh, she must have told her cousin, and the son of a bitch told her to pack up and leave before he finds out. Oh, pack up and leave before the little bastard's father finds out. It's inhuman. It's unnatural. I have a son. A new Yang enters the stage, and what happens? She leaves me here to slave in the mines. Oh, I get a jacket, housebreaker, and no one to protect the girl. Someone's crying. Hey, who is that? It stopped. Why was someone crying back there? It's not that heartless prick Shuita. He's never cried in his life. And what is there to conclude that there's rice again in the mornings? Hey, is Shantae back there? Is she pregnant? If she is, I gotta flush her out. So where is she, huh?
Just a moment. It's 9 o'clock. You can't hear it because it's raining.
Oh, you're listening for something.
The mail came.
That's not funny.
I heard that you were interested in flying. Are you still interested?
I'm satisfied with my position at present. Besides, the firm's got a firm place in my heart now. It's the firm of my former fiancée, even if she's away. If in fact she is away.
What's it to you?
I retain an interest in her welfare.
That may interest my cousin.
I'm interested to the extent that, I don't know, if I found out that she's being forcibly deprived of her freedom.
By who?
By you.
What would you do if you learned such a thing?
I might want to talk about my position at the firm.
So if the firm were to give you an elevated position, you could control your willingness to abandon further inquiries on your former fiance's freedom?
It's possible.
How elevated do you think?
To the top. After which I think I kick you out.
And what if you're kicked out first?
I come right back with company.
With who?
The police.
The police? And when they find nothing amiss?
They look in the back room. Mr. Shuita, the love for the woman of my dreams cannot be stilled, and I feel that I must do something if I'm to hold her in my arms again. I think I should talk to the water seller.
Autumn's coming, Mr. Shuita.
A melancholy time of year.
And where's your charming field representative? He's a terrible flirt. Of course, you wouldn't know it about him because he doesn't flirt with you. He's a real professional. Charisma and business acumen perfectly blended together, and I'm sure your profits are showing it.
Please, be seated. My friends, an unforeseen circumstance which could mitigate our continuing in business over a new location has really messed up the shop. I don't know what I'm going to do now, but Mr. Shufu, would you be able to help out?
As always.
But the police are publicly threatening me to close the shop now unless I can show evidence over the negotiations over a new location. Mr. Shufu, these are my cousin's holdings from which you've always shown great concern.
Mr. Shuita, I'm extremely loath to discuss with you further your endlessly expanding enterprises. I asked your cousin for an intimate dinner. You come back with financial woes. I give your cousins my buildings as lodging. You turn them into a tobacco factory. I give her a blank check. You cash the check. And then along the way, you ask for 100,000 silver dollars and tell me that my buildings are too small. Sir, where is your cousin?
Calm down, Mr. Shufu. I can tell you she'll be returning real soon.
Soon? When is soon? You've been saying soon for 7 months.
Hey, calm I'm not asking for you to sign the loan now, just whether or not you might be more interested in the project when my cousin returns.
And for the 1000th time, I will not talk to you about anything, your cousin, everything, but you seem keen on being an impediment to our conjoining.
No longer.
Then when can I conjoin with her?
3 months.
Then in 3 months I will sign the loan.
But there are preparations.
Make them yourself, if you're so sure your cousin will be back by then.
Mrs. Mizu, will you testify to the police that I'll be leasing your warehouse?
Well, of course. That is, if you let me have your field representative. I told you weeks ago that that was my only stipulation. The man is so marvelously thorough, and I need a man to organize my affairs.
Mrs. Mizu, I praise your understanding, but I cannot spare Yank's son. With the business in a crisis and my health, Mrs. Mizu. I've always been willing to give him to you, but I...
Oh, yes, but...
I'll report to your office tomorrow.
I applaud your determination to wrest this decision from yourself, Mr. Shuita. Should Miss Shante ever return, you could never keep him around. That would be entirely inappropriate. As everyone knows, he had a very unhealthy influence on her.
Oh, without question. Please, forgive me for my stupid hesitation, so unworthy of a businessman, in settling the fates of Miss Shante and Mr. Ying's son. Once, these two people meant a lot to each other.
Well, you're forgiven.
Let us conclude, my friends. In this formerly poor and shabby shop in which the poor of the outskirts once bought her tobacco, we, her friends, are bringing forth 12 beautiful boutiques from which future consumers will be buying Shantae's good tobacco. I heard the neighborhood is calling me the tobacco king of Setzuan. But everything that I've done has been done for my cousin. This business is ours, and for her children and her grandchildren.
Mr. Shuita, to my deep regret, the agitated voices of the neighborhood compelled me to investigate a denunciation from within your own firm, according to which you have forcibly imprisoned your cousin, Shante.
That's not true.
Mr. Yang's son said he heard a woman crying in the back room behind your office.
That's ridiculous. Mr. Shufu and I, two citizens whose testimonies the police are accustomed to credit, will hereby testify that no one's been crying here and we've been peaceably smoking cigars.
Unfortunately, I have a warrant for the room in question.
Oh.
It's empty. Mr. Yang's son.
I know I heard someone coming back there.
Those are her things!
Mr. Shuita, you said your cousin had gone away. Now a bundle of her things are found under your desk. Where is your cousin, Mr. Shuita?
I don't know. I don't know where she lives.
That is very unfortunate.
Mr.
Shuita, unfortunately, I'm going to have to ask you to accompany me down to the station.
Please, forgive me for this scandal, my friends and colleagues, but it'll be cleared up in no time.
A horrible crime has been committed.
I know I heard someone crying back there.
Finally, you appear what you want. Terrible doings in Shantae's shop. She's been missing for months. The cousin was arrested today. He's alleged to have murdered her. And they say it was because he wanted to take over the shop, and I know otherwise. Because in a dream, Shantae appeared to me, and she told me that her cousin was taking her prisoner. Oh, please, awakened ones. You must return and find her.
This is horrible. Our whole search has been a failure. We found a few good people, none living lives worthy of human beings. Shantae was our last hope.
If she remained good, at least.
She did, but she's disappeared.
Then all was lost.
Have a bit of composure.
Composure? What good will composure do now? We will resign in disgrace if Shantae cannot be found. What kind of world have we stumbled onto? Degradation, disillusion, even the landscape has grown apostate. Beautiful trees are beheaded by electric wires, and over the mountains we've seen thick clouds of smoke and heard the thunder of cannon. No one good can survive that.
Apparently our commandments are fatal. I'm afraid all of our ethical precepts have been stricken from the books. People are doing all they can just to save their own skins. Good intentions lead people to the brink of the abyss, and good deeds push them in. This world is unlivable. Surely you guys see that.
No, the people are simply worthless.
Because the world is too cold.
Because people are weak?
Dignity, dear ones. Dignity. We found one who was good, who did not become bad. She has merely disappeared. Let us hasten to find her. Has it not been decreed that the world can be redeemed if one can be found who can overcome it? Just one.
He's much too powerful.
Yeah. He's opening up 12 new shops. And how's a judge supposed to be impartial when the defendant's friends, the barber Shufu and the landlady Mitsu, are the judge's friends too?
Miss Shin was seen yesterday evening with an enormous goose to the judge's kitchen store. The goose went dripped right through the basket.
Unfortunately, they will never be seen again. Only the gods can uncover the truth here. Oh my God.
Quiet! Court is in session.
Going to get caught. These signatures were very poorly forged.
And will they not be suspicious that a judge could suddenly be incapacitated by indigestion?
No, it's only natural. He hath an enormous goose.
These judges are all new.
And extremely good.
Prepare yourself for a shock. Judge Fu shaped out sick today, but these new judges look even more agreeable than him.
Oh my God, the tobacco king's fainted.
One look at the new judges and now like the lights.
You seem to know who they were. I don't understand.
Are you Shui Ta, the tobacco wholesaler?
Yes.
You have been charged with disappearing your cousin so that you could take over her business. Do you plead guilty?
No.
We will first hear from the local policeman testify as to the character of the defendant and his cousin's reputation.
Miss Shen Te was a girl who was available to everyone. A pleasant, laissez-faire sort of person. Mr. Shui Ta, on the other hand, is a man of principle. The open-heartedness of the young Miss Shen Te sometimes forced Mr. Shui Ta to take strict measures. But let it be said that Mr. Shui Ta was always on the right side of the law, while the same could not be said of his cousin.
His gullible cousin took in homeless people, and he exposed them for the band of thieves they are. He also stopped Shantae from out and out perjuring herself. I know Mr. Shui Ta as an upstanding, law-abiding citizen.
Are there any others wishing to testify that the defendant is incapable of the crime of which he stands accused?
Mr. Shu Fu is a very influential man.
Mr. Shui Ta is considered one of the city's business leaders. He was recently elected vice president of the Chamber of Commerce and has been nominated for Justice of the Peace in his district.
Nominated by you? Yeah, you're his partner.
A low-down, skeevy troublemaker.
Okay.
As president of the charitable trust funds, I would like to bring to the court's attention not only for Mr. Mr. Shui Ta bringing in many tobacco workers, but also providing for them top-notch water, lighting, space, and hygienics, but also for his very sizable donations to the veterans' convalescent home.
Mrs. Mitsu is an intimate of Judge Fu Yisheng.
Fine. But now we must inquire as to whether anyone has anything less than favorable to say about Mr. Shui Ta.
Neighborhood trash.
Come on.
What do you all know in general about the defendant?
He ruined us.
He led us to evil.
He exploited the helpless.
He's a liar, cheater,
Defendant, how do you respond?
I did nothing but make it possible for my cousin to survive the armies. Only came back when her shop was in danger,
3 times I had to come. I never wanted to remain. But circumstances this time necessitated my remaining. I did the dirty work while she was loved. Because of that, I'm hated.
Hated! Yes! Look at my family, Your Honors, and we won't even mention the 3 tobacco bundles.
Mention them. Why not?
Shantae sheltered us. He just got us arrested.
You stole pastries from the bakers.
He never worried about the baker. He just wanted the shop for himself.
This is a shop, not a hospital, you selfish parasites.
We have no place to stay.
There were too many of you.
And these two, were they selfish too?
We put all our money in Miss Shantae's shop. Why would you want to rock us out of our own shop?
Because my cousin wanted to help a pilot fly again. I had to get the money somewhere.
She may have wanted to help. You only wanted in on a big pay-king salary. The shop wasn't good enough.
The rent was too high.
Yeah, I'll vouch for that.
And my cousin didn't understand business.
Yeah, I'll vouch for that too. Besides, okay, she really loved this pilot.
Should she not be permitted to love?
She should love. Then why force upon her a man she did not love, the barber Shufu?
Because the man that she loved was a lumpin, a louse.
That man's there?
Yeah, you.
Such a lumpin', you made him your field representative.
To make you improve, to make you improve.
You made him into your slave driver instead.
And after he improved, didn't you try to sell him to that fine lady there? Oh. She's been trumpeting about it all over town.
Because she wouldn't rent her warehouses unless he tickled her knees.
Oh.
Liar! Forget about the warehouses. I don't associate with murderers. You murderer!
Your Honors, I must say a word in his defense.
Of course you must. You must be his lackey. He's the worst taskmaster ever. He's completely corrupt.
Your Honors, the defendant might have made me into anything they choose to call me, but he's not a murderer. A few minutes before they arrested him, I heard Shantae crying in the back room.
You mean she's alive? Tell us exactly what you heard.
Crying, Your Honors, crying!
And you recognize it as hers?
Yes, I recognize her cry anywhere.
You should. You made her cry often enough.
He's right though.
And I also made her happy, but then he tried to sell her to you.
Because you didn't love her.
No, because he wanted it on the money.
But why did I want it, Your Honor? Huh? You wanted her to sacrifice her friends, but the barber gave her buildings and blank checks, so she could help the poor of the city. She went to continue to do good, I had to give her over to the barber.
Then why, when she did good, you didn't let her? Why did Shantae's friends become slaves and your sweatshops or in tobacco, Tobacco King?
For the child.
And my child? What have you done with my child? Finally, you're silent. Every time the gods tried to give Shantae a shop, you destroyed her.
Because otherwise, you idiot, the spring would have dried.
Okay, that's true, Your Honors.
What good is a wellspring if no water can be drawn from it?
Good deeds destroy the doer.
But bad deeds make for a good life, right? What have you done with Shantae, you evil man? How many good people are there, Your Honors? But she was good. When that man there broke my wrist, she wanted to witness for me, and now I will witness for her. She was good. I swear it.
What's wrong with your hand water cellar and it's stiff?
He did it. He made it that way. She wanted to give me money so I could see a doctor. You were her worst enemy.
I was her only friend.
Where is she?
Gone away.
Where?
I can't say.
Why did she vanish?
Because otherwise you would have torn her to pieces. I'm sorry, I can't continue. I will confess to the judges if the court is clear.
Guilty.
He's guilty.
Clear the room.
Are they ever in for a surprise?
Are they gone? All of them? I can't be silent anymore. I recognize you, awakened ones.
What have you done with our dear Shantae?
You revealed to you. I am your good person.
Shantae!
Yes, it is I, Sweet Talk and Shantae. I am both. Your first decree, to do good and to live, split me like lightning in two. I don't know how it happened. To be good and to others was not possible for me. To help others and myself was too hard. Your world is too hard. I extend my arm to the poor, yet it is torn from my arm. Help the lost, and you're lost yourself. And where was I supposed to find everything that was needed? from out of myself. But in doing good, I died. And when I did evil, I was respected, feared, and I ate very well. Something is wrong with your world. Oh, in me, there was a great yearning to be rich and spoiled. But there's a secret knowledge too. My mother, my foster mother, washed me with gutter water. And because of that, I got my sharp eye. Pity hurt me so terribly the minute I saw ravening anger. I can't do it anymore. Felt myself change. My lips grew back. My teeth became fangs. The good word tasted like ash in my mouth. I would have really liked to have been the angel of the outskirts. I lusted to give a pleasant face, and I walked on air. Condemn me for all my crimes I've committed, to help my neighbors, to love my lovers, and to save my child from want. For your good deeds, O Lord. This person was too poor and too small.
Say nothing more, unhappy one. What should we think? We who are overjoyed to find you again.
I am the evil person everyone's recounted.
The good person, of whom only good has been recounted.
No, the bad ones too.
Misunderstandings, a few regrettable instances, a few heartless neighbors, a little overzealousness.
But how is she to go on living?
She can. She is strong and sturdy and can endure a lot.
Okay, but did you not hear what she just said?
Confusing, confused, improbable, unbelievable. Should we conclude our commandments are fatal? Should we renounce our precepts? Never. You would have to change the world. And how? Who could? No. Everything's in order. And now, let us go back. What a remarkable place, this little world. Its joys and sorrows have freshened and pained us. Yet we will remember from up above the stars, Shantae, the good person, bearing our spirit on the earth below, carrying her little lamp in the cold and dark. Live well. Do good.
Oh, please, don't leave me awake and wet. How am I supposed to let go a cup on the eyes again? They've lost their shot. Or Wayne, who's broken her hand. How am I supposed to fend off the part who I don't love and Yang's son who I do? Look, I'm a great good child. Soon he will want to eat. Please don't leave me away from once. I can't stay here.
You can. Only be good, and all will be good.
Show your respect. The gods have appeared among us. 3 of the highest gods are here in Setzuan to find a good person. And they did, but she's gone.
No buts. There she is.
Shantae.
But I need my cousin.
Not too often.
Once a week at least.
Once a month.
Please, don't leave me. Don't leave me. I need you desperately. Help! Help me!
Honored audience, don't feel cheated if at this end you feel defeated. We had a gold tale to tell, but there's no way to end things well. It's not, we are aware, conclusive. The answers to these questions have proven elusive. But since our jobs depend on you, and not to mention the former greatness, we wish only the happiest ends. You'll close down the show if you don't tell your friends. Perhaps this mere closing has caused this confusion. The jobless rate made us toss up the conclusion. But money, no mighty, cannot make all mountains move. Should people be better? The world improve? We have better gods, perhaps none at all. Our hands are all empty, our backs to the wall. Our only hope now to redeem this indeed comes in you, as you sit in your theater seat, are willing to make it your job to defend the good of the world. Help them make a good end. Honored audience, do it. Be brave, be just. The world must be happy. It must, it must, it must.